That's a screen for Matthews.
Nope.
And here is Parker.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And San Antonio has possession. Aldridge kicks to Gasol. Matthews with the rebound.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Shooter passes to Olynyk. Sinks the three-pointer. Olynyk's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here's Parker. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Schroeder. And the rejection by Leonard. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. It's deflected. Get this game started. And that's going to be a travel.
All right, here's a look at stats for Olynyk, how he did last season. He averaged about 10 points a game last year. 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, you know, he's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but you can't teach size. So he's a valuable backup for this team in that regard.
Now here's Leonard. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Shot clock at 5. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Schroeder. Rebound San Antonio. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they? They still have their number.
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Now, here's Matthews. His last outing, 16 points for him. From deep. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Down low. And then Leonard with the dunk.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Schroeder. 26 points for him last game against New York.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates. And really no choice but to get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Olynyk, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Spurs leading by 3. Parker inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And the basket by Olenek.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Aldridge, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Matthews against Green. Matthews, no good.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Schroeder kicks to Johnson. Picked by Humphries. The pass to Schroeder. Off the screen, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Six points for Tony Parker. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
So for the Hawks, Kent Bazemore's checked in for Johnson. And Barea subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. San Antonio also making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Now here's Barea. Mills with the steal. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Ginobili can't hit. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Barea. Shoots from 8. Feeds to Bazemore. But they recover it. Barea exit to Bazemore. Matthews, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Matthews has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Aldridge a screen. There's a good screen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Humphries with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Matthews. Finished off the break. Matthews has got 5 now.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now here's Mills. He picked up 15 points in the last one against New York.
And also give credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Barea, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Ginobili right side. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Leonard's got 8.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Here's Bazemore. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 6. Matthews into the lane, and the rejection by Leonard. San Antonio leading by 6. Now here's Mills. Aldridge a screen. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Rebound by Olenek.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Now here's Barea. He's tightly guarded. Humphries with the bucket.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin will see how successful they are.
And thank you, Doris. The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Barea kicks to Olynyk. He dishes it to Bazemore. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Yeah, Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. For Atlanta, they come in off the loss to New York. Ariza, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Good on both. And Atlanta has possession. 4-point game. Barea kicks to Olynyk. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, oh man, Kevin. He's really feeling it from three-point range now. All of a sudden, it seems like he just can't miss.
Ginobili up top. He kicks it to Dedmon. Pass to Mills. Dedmon dishes to Lee. Hits the jumper in space. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to D. Wide open look. And Lee pulls it down.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Ginobili kicks to Mills. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
From deep 3-point range, that misses what it kind of had. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's mentality coming in.
You're playing against a team that is very scrappy. You know, they want to win as well. You got to come ready to play. You got to be ready for everything, and you got to be ready to claw to get this win tonight.
Ariza might as well be describing his own game, Clark. Scrappy, ready to play, ready for anything, ready to claw to get that win.
Well, you know, he does have that kind of all-around, all-out game going back to his days at UCLA. I mean, when you combine that with his talent, he's a guy who, no matter where he's been, his teammates rave about him and respect him.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot block, and it does intimidate them.
On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. David Lee is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Gasol and at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
The dish to Olynyk. Here's Schroeder. No good off the front iron.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Gasol. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get the rebound, tries again, and the layup by Lee. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Now here's Schroeder. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. They get a hand on it. Parker with the steal. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point San Antonio lead. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Looking to end the run, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Parker passes to Green. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lee kicks to Parker, up off the screen.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
For the Hawks, Chris Humphries has checked in for Olynyk. Matthews comes in for T. And Barea subbed in for Moore. Then for the Spurs, Aldridge comes in for Lee. And it's Leonard in for Trevor Ariza.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Leonard with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. The feed to Parker. Aldridge with a screen on Matthews. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Aldridge has got his first 2 points. Down low, here's Humphries, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed fluff.
6 on the shot clock. Aldridge dishes to Parker. Shoots from the right block. And a kind roll that. Time off the rim as that one falls. Parker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. Out to the right wing. Now Schroeder. Johnson outside. Leonard against Matthews. Johnson outside. But they get it back. Humphries the pass to Barea. He feeds it to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Goes back up. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down. To just 10 points with the bucket from Matthews.
Well, Johnson set a terrific screen that time.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Dishes to Green. Gasol a screen. Parker outside. Misses off the left iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Schroeder kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Schroeder. Johnson the screen. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Schroeder.
San Antonio with a timeout.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Mills is checked in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
Atlanta with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Barea exit to Bazemore. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 5th assist in this one. San Antonio leading by 10. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Under 6.
And that's good from Aldridge. D, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Both shots good from the stripe. The Hawks trail by 12. Barea kicks to Johnson. Here's Bazemore, guarded by Green. Here's D, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Hawks have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. San Antonio leading by 11. Leonard attacking, and he dunks it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Barea kicks to Humphries. The pass to Bazemore. The Hawks working the ball around. Feeds to Barea. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Offensive rebound.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Here's D. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 6th assist on the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Mills. Leonard, the pass to Mills. Back to Leonard. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Bazemore.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
Now here's Mills. Gasol a screen. Outside Leonard for the 3. That's good. Leonard's got 5 points. In the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Kicks to Humphries. There's a screen. Here's Bazemore, guarded by Green. Bazemore misses. Spurs leading by 12. Inside. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's D, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Humphries dishes to Bazemore. No good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Green gets it to go. 1:21 left in the first half. Pass to D. He dishes it to Barea. Johnson the screen. Passes it to D. Off the screen. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got assist number 7 for him tonight. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Mills with it. He kicks it to Leonard. Five on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after. Sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Atlanta. Etuan Moore comes in for J.J. Barea. The Spurs also changing it up. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 8 points in the quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Moore kicks to Olynyk. And the basket good. Olynyk's got 13 points.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The 3 from Mills. No good on that last second attempt there. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Spurs lead by 14. And now let's catch up with...
Well, Pop, a solid halftime lead here. How were you able to keep their offensive firepower in check so well in that second quarter?
I thought missed a couple of shots. They missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Pop, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A stellar first half for Tony Parker. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was out. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Tremendous output from Parker. 15 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Hawks, Johnson is out there with Humphries. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Matthews in at the shooting guard position. On defense, San Antonio. Johnson, the pass to Humphries. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. For Atlanta, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. San Antonio leading by 14. Parker outside. Gasol, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Olynyk. 11 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Olynyk's got 15 points. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Aldridge a screen to the paint, and Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Aldridge. Here's Gasol. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For San Antonio, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Shooting for Atlanta. Al Gasol taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 16. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Humphries with a screen on Parker. Schroeder kicks to Humphries. It's Matthews on the wing. He has 7, just 3 to shoot. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And here's Matthews. There's the dish to Schroeder from 15 feet away. Rebound San Antonio.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Aldridge against Humphries. Low block shot. Aldridge, no luck. The Hawks trail by 16. Schroeder passes to Humphries. And there's the feed to Johnson. Humphries dishes to Schroeder, and that one's good. Schroeder's got 6 points.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
San Antonio with the timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
T's checked in for Joe Johnson. The Spurs also with the sub. Lee's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Left side, Leonard. Tries from 16. Good on the jump shot. 17 points in the game.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
T, he's covered by Leonard. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Shot's good. T's got his first basket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Schroeder kicks to Matthews. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Atlanta. It's picked off. Here's the screen. And the pass to T from outside the arc. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got his 8th assist in the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Parker kicks to Green. He feeds it to Gasol. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Spurs?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Green kicks to Gasol. Parker right side on the wing. Green, and it's San Antonio with another.
Assist goes to Tony Parker.
The Hawks trail by 12. Dishes it to Barea. Six to shoot. From deep. Another three for Atlanta.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And he gets the bucket. 19 points for Leonard.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Atlanta making some changes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Moore subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Risa comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. That's Mills in for Parker.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
There's the pick. Mills passes to Ginobili. Ginobili against Moore. Bazemore. The shot is off. Good D by Ariza.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Ginobili kicks to Mills. Kicks it out to Ariza. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. The shot no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Moore dishes to Barea. Pass to T. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. 7 points for T.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's Ariza in the corner. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Feeds it to Barea. There's the pick. Kicks it to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Moore penetrating. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Pass to T. Out left to the wing. And Olynyk kicks to Barea. just got 8 points. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Ginobili outside. Picked by Lee. Here's Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Mills. Drops in the tray. Mills has got his second bucket of the night.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
There's the pick. Here's Barea. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for T. And it's D in for J.J. Barea. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Moore passes to D. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. D's got 7 points. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Now here's Mills. 5 points in the game. Aldridge a screen. Pass to Ginobili. The three. That doesn't go either by Ginobili.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Hawks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
The Hawks making a switch here. Humphries checked in. Leaves the dishes to Ginobili. Drills it from outside. Ginobili's got... Six.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Joe Johnson on the wing. He kicks it to Moore. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Moore. Here's Humphries. It's blocked. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Hawks trail by 9. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 5. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. So we'll see Joe Johnson go to the line here. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. San Antonio leading by 6. Puts up the baby hook. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Here is Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
The Hawks working the ball around. The dish to Johnson. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Parker. 6 to shoot. And it's Schroeder missing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
That one goes. Count it.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Picked by Humphries. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. Leonard with the ball. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Hawks trail by 12. Schroeder passes to Humphries for the three. And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for D.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
The Hawks call timeout.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Hawks trail by 11. Schroeder kicks to Johnson. Now the feed to Humphries. Johnson goes in from past the arc. And it's Schroeder missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And the pass to Olynyk. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. And that's 17 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Gasol kicks to Aldridge, and he bangs it home with one hand.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Matthews against Green. Matthews dishes to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Humphries with a screen on Parker. Schroeder. Green with the block. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Wow, that's a really...
I always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Picked by Humphries. Johnson in the corner. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate. Allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. He feeds it to Matthews. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Nice pass there to set that bucket. it up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Picked by Humphries. Now Schroeder. But they'll get another chance. Spurs leading by 17. Leonard attacking. Dishes it to Parker. Back to Leonard. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
They set the screen. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
It's been fun to watch Gasol in this one. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bazemore's checked in. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. Schroeder with the ball. He's against Parker. Humphries fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Humphries has got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
In the corner, it's Ginobili. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Schroeder and Parker with the block.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Leonard,
He'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He was focused on their post play and was pleading with them to try to get the ball into the low post every trip down. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Schroeder passes to Humphries. Feeds it to Johnson. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal by himself.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Atlanta making some changes. T's checked in for Johnson. T comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Dennis Schroeder. And San Antonio also making a switch. Anderson's checked in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their 2nd and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Kawhi Leonard. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
D covered by Parker. And Parker comes with the help. Pass to Olynyk. Shoots from 12. San Antonio with the rebound. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Screen by Lee. Olynyk with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Moore outside. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an effect.
Gentlemen,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He had just an outstanding 4th quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.